so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? You know I never get excited when I find my room lighted by the glow of a TV screen. And nobody ever told me that in times when I'm lonely I should call, baby, how you been? And tonight was something different, a little hit the licorice, your voice coming through my cell. And you're trying to make it better with a letter after letter, but it ain't working, can't you tell? Talking every night, still don't feel alright. Kiss me through the phone, help me feel alone. Baby, you got it and you know that you got it, so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? So you were calling me, and baby, won't you let me be? Nothing seems to go my way. Cause I was feeling kinda lonely, could've used a little company, really wanted you to stay. And if I'm being honest, all the things that I promised ought to get you up behind the wheel. Cause nothing makes it better, not a letter after letter, till I finally can get you here. Talking every night, still don't feel alright. Kiss me through the phone, help me feel alone. Baby, you got it and you know that you got it, so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? You know I never get excited when I find my room lighted by the glow of a TV screen. And nobody ever told me that in times when I'm lonely I should call, baby, how you been? And tonight was something different, a little hit the licorice, your voice coming through my cell. And you're trying to make it better with a letter after letter, but it ain't working, can't you tell? Talking every night, still don't feel alright. Kiss me through the phone, help me feel alone. Baby, you got it and you know that you got it, so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? So you were calling me, and baby, won't you let me be? Nothing seems to go my way. Cause I was feeling kinda lonely, could've used a little company, really wanted you to stay. And if I'm being honest, all the things that I promised ought to get you up behind the wheel. Cause nothing makes it better, not a letter after letter, till I finally can get you here. Talking every night, still don't feel alright. Kiss me through the phone, help me feel alone. Baby, you got it and you know that you got it, so why don't you come over? Won't you come over? Won't you come over? know I never get excited when I find my room lighted by the glow of a TV screen. And nobody ever told me that in times when I'm lonely I should call, baby, how you been? And tonight was something different, a little hit the licorice, a voice coming through my cell. And you're trying to make it better with a letter after letter, but it ain't worth.
Always on. I think there we go. I think that's, you know, the audio's working. Should be HDMI 1. I think that's the camera here. Give me a second. Yeah, it is HDMI 1. At least I think it is. Let me listen to my thing here. I had to switch all of my stuff up, and let's see if we can hear it here. Yeah, it is. So you guys can hear me there. I think I have everything set up where I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, and I can bring comments up, whatever they are. I don't know if there's any comments I can see here in a second. And then I have an option to switch over to my camera out in the shop. And this is if I go out to the shop. And the lighting's not really good out here, and it's not the best shot. And I've rearranged everything, but you'll be able to see that. Let's go back to this scene right here. Like that. I don't know how many people are here, if anyone's at all here. That's upside down. Autococker.com. Docfire Paintball. Yeah, we're going to work on some stuff. And had a customer contact me today. Hey, how's my project going? And I go, I need to get on it. So let's get this guy out. Let's get some parts out here. So all the parts were basically shock teching this for him. I needed to do one thing for YouTube before I put this out here, because I got to take the frame off of it. If that makes any sense, because YouTube's a little weird with having frames on there. And it was kind of cool talking to the customer today, and I told him I'd get on it today. I've had it for a little while. Set the frame off to the side. It's a nice Oracle frame screw. There, we've got a feed neck. We're going on to it. All right, that's there. Nice little Oracle build. Let me see if I can bring up while we're sitting here. I need to mute this guy. I freaking mute this. Where's my audio? Oh, mute. There it is. And then my stupid computer upgraded to Windows 11 on my laptop, which really screwed me up. Let me go to my Facebook thing. I don't want to update anything. Oh, man. Okay. Let's go to this guy. Let's see if I'm actually live on Facebook. Oh, it says I'm live on, so that's working. Okay. Great. Okay, I see that. Perfect. I go play. And I don't know if anyone's watching because I can't see that in this setup. But anyway, got an Oracle here. Oh, wow. Well, that's screwed on there tight. I got to do some work on it. Oops, go like this. And let's take it like that. I want to bring up comments. Show live comments. Okay, I don't think you guys can see this, but I'll see if there's any live comments that pop up for me here. And I think when I put them here, like if I put this up, send, it should pop up right down on the bottom. Yeah, welcome to the sheet show. And that should disappear, or I could tap on it to disappear here. So anyway, we've got a CP feed neck that's going on there. Oh, this is weird because it looks really dark. Oh, I can make this smaller, and I can put it somewhere up here. There we go. CP feed deck because that's what they wanted. So let's go put that on real quick. While we're at it, let's get something installed on this thing. Let's get this off. The CP feed decks are actually really nice. Although the CP is going out of business. In the sense that they're going out of business that they're no longer going to make paintball products. So, if you didn't know that, they sent out to all the dealers, they sent out a notification that that was coming down the pipeline. I gotta take this off, and it's gotta unscrew this thing. So that means I gotta grab this guy. See if I can go big. Grab that disc. There we go. So that was stuck in there. Didn't hurt any of the threads. No one freak out. It's a brand new rag. Brand new Sidewinder. And let's see. Things. Oh, we were taking the feed neck off. Where are my big O-rings? Here they are, right here. Replace the big O-ring here. So it is Saturday. You guys are either probably playing paintball, which I hope you are. I'm not. I'm trying to play paintball. What size is that? That's the size. It's a number 17 that goes on here. Put a new number 17. That goes right there. We're going to screw on his feed neck. Get that on. This gun's pretty clean. It's a little dusty. I can just wipe off the dust. But get this guy screwed on all the way. Come on, get on there. Come on. Yeah, there it is. All the way on. That goes right there. There we go. Nice little feed neck. I got the wrong glasses on, I realize. These are not my working glasses. These are. Makes life a little bit easier. So, let's see if there's anything else. Okay, they've got an easy on off we're going to put on there. This goes in their box. I have a ShockTech lower tube kit. Doing this basically this whole ShockTech version on it. So a lot of parts that I don't need. I'm gonna. Oh no, that's not gonna work for my gun. Let's see if the customer wanted to sell me this, but I don't think they need to put a ShockTech bolt. I'll probably try this one first, but if they want it, it'll go on there. But I don't think they need it. Let's take some components off here. Okay, let's. Yeah, I'm gonna polish this out right here. It's a little rough on the end, so I'm not gonna Loctite it right away. That needs to be worked on. It's gonna go out to the machine shop. I should ask the customer if they want a ShockTech baldy tint on it. And I need my socket. Take off all this stuff. Okay. That goes right there. That O-ring needs to be replaced. These green O-rings from War Games, I think these were nitrile. I think it's the material. They were really durable. Although this is flat, they were a really durable O-ring. So just if you have them and they don't look bad, you don't necessarily have to replace them. They were a really quality O-ring, but the reality is yeah, you don't. You should replace them if you have the chance. We should put a new one in. It should be a 113. So we're just gonna plop that in there like that, and I'm gonna wipe down the bottom of the body. Wipe down. Then we're going to screw this in. Oh, I wonder if I can. Where is my remote control? There it is. I think I have a little bit greater zoom out. Let's go right to there. That looks good. And I think the autofocus and everything's working on this. I don't know. I really don't know. I kind of got to get my camera to where I'm looking at it here. Like so right here is where I'm looking at the camera's up above me. And it works right down here. And my screen is, if I'm here, my screen's down here. I'm looking at it. It's in front of me. So maybe I should just put my screen. I don't know. I got to figure this out. Get it all figured out one of these days. Let's get that on there. Kind of clamp him down a little bit. Let's loosen him up. There we go. Why not? That's done. I don't need that tool anymore. This rake can go over there with some new parts. Lower two. We can put a lower two kit in it today. Oh, this was I was going to show. Customer has this really nice Planet Eclipse, and I was looking at this thing is in mint. I'm covering up things for a reason, because it's a Facebook, or not Facebook, it's a YouTube thing. And this is brand new old stock. He bought it like 15 years ago from a store and has never installed it. It's been in a box. I told him, I go, something in this condition, and it's minty. I go, man, this is really nice. And it's got the, it's a true Planet Eclipse one. And all reality is, it's just really nice. There is nothing this frame needs. I mean, if someone wanted to reproduce a hinge frame, do this one. And it's simple. It's a great frame. I mean, Planet figured that one out. But we need to take something off this frame real quick. He has the War Games on off. I may ask the question if I can maybe do some horse trading for this on off. Actually, not necessarily looking for one, but kind of looking for one. That makes some sense. Let's put the easy on off on this real quick. This can go, oh, I need to put the frame off to the side. Can't be in view shot. That goes there. With my, trying to get a habit of putting my tools away so I don't lose them, and my O-rings. So I don't lose them. Did I put my, no, it's right here, right in front of me. Let's tighten it one screw down so it just holds it in place. Got the nice little War Games. These are pretty, they just work really good. Nothing wrong with them, they just worked. Kind of unique design, I guess. But they worked. They were super high flow, which is really nice. They have very little restriction except the ports. Oh, let's get out this easy on off real quick. And we're going to bolt it up to the bottom of the frame. We need this guy and this guy. And if you have your gun in with me, folks, I'm behind. Way behind. I've been kind of took a little mental break for a while. Sometimes you got to do that. So do I want it there? Or do I want to flip it around? And do I want? Oh, I want it there. I think I want it there. That's the equal side. Okay, we need a bit of Loctite. Yes. I put a very small dab of blue Loctite on the screws, folks, so don't get your panties in a bunch. Very little, just on the tip. I mean, it's so little, it's ridiculous. Because I don't want it to come loose on them. That comes out of adjustment. For building your own gun, you build it your way. That's the wrong screw. You do it, you do you. Oh, you don't want to use. I have a square tip Allen, especially for these, because I like. Where'd the other one go? I don't want to use one of the round tip Allens, because I don't want it to. I don't want to damage the head. I'd rather use a square tip and get it in there. I can really snug down on it. There we go, nice and tight. Nice and tight. So that actually looks good. And so we put that off to the side. Don't want to scratch it. Well, the customer is going to use this. The other thing I do, if you guys have an easy on off, one of the most annoying things, let me put the gun off to the side, annoying things with these, and Simon, I know it's kind of tough selling products that for guns that you know, this goes on guns that, you know, have an external regulator, not internal, so it's really limited. Although I think it's probably the most popular on-off because it's a straight out the front, and they work pretty good. They work decent. But this is the most annoying part, is this pin. So if this lever mechanism comes off in the field, this pin just falls out on the ground. So I've got a fix for that. You get some green Loctite primer, and we're going to prime these babies up. So we're going to prime up the pin. Some Loctite primer on there. Okay, put this off to the side so it's not drenched in it. Oh, don't fall. Come on. I got to recoat you now. Come on. Just stand up on edge. I'm trying to put on that little lip so it doesn't roll off. Put my Loctite primer on there. Go in here, this little hole. I'm going to put Loctite primer in here. Get it in there. Let it dry. Set that off to the side. We're just going to let it dry. These little set screws right here. We'll drop them in. What size are these? It should be these guys right here. No, one size bigger. It's the silver size. It's a silver size screw. These are just going to go in and my wife's in there listening to music, I think. Let me close the door. Let me do that real quick. Cool. Oh, it is closed. Just barely coming through. I can hear it. Let's see. Let's refresh this. Go here to YouTube. Let's see if it's over here. And go to my page here. View your channel. I can see if there's any comments coming down. Yeah, I can see the comment list. Top chat. So I think everything's working. I don't know if it's in anyone notifications on this. I don't really care. It's just sometimes it's nice to chat to an invisible crowd that's not there. Okay, so that's gonna dry to get my green Loctite, which went somewhere. Oh, there it is right here. My green Loctite. This can go back in the holder. That's done. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take the front block off this guy. You gotta let that primer dry. Gotta give it some time. Take the front block off. So I need front block screw, which I think it's this one. That goes back there. And who knows? Other people could be live streaming, and they could be taking up all the live streaming bandwidth, in the sense of people are watching theirs. Live streaming's kind of gotten dead a little bit. Had its heyday during COVID, right? But sometimes it's just kind of fun. And this customer wanted some photos of it, and you know, what the hell. I don't know if he's even watching, but he can go watch this if he so inclines to do. I haven't been keeping up with the NXL. I don't know why. I normally don't. I usually get my intel from Mark. Apparently, Paintball Fit was yesterday did really good, I guess. It's kind of, I get confused on their scoring. It's like you have a team that looks like they're not going anywhere, and pretty soon they're winning the whole. I mean, I don't get the scoring, and quite frankly, I haven't really spent the time to really think too much about it. That's okay. But I do know there's some cool vendors there. If you are there, and you're just you know, hanging out. I know that Meteor Paintball's there. Fabrice is there. So if you see Fabrice, go and say hi to him and thank him for the products he builds. I don't know if he's debuting his new mech spool gun that he's coming out with. I don't know if, I think his goal was to try to make it for World Cup, but I don't know if he did or not. Don't know. So I sit down and show you my bald head, or balding head, as my wife says. Either bald or fat, and you don't have one of them. I'm both, so why she hasn't left me boggles my mind. I don't know. I think she likes me. Maybe not. All right, banjo bolt. Don't need to go back up in there. Okay, that we're gonna need to go up to the shop. Let's do a little disassembly here of components. Do 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 do. Oh, Oracle Springs. Now, in all regards, the customer can keep the lower tube kit if they wanted to, but they wanted to go full tilt. This was not an upsell. This was what they wanted. So I said, no problem. I will abide by your wishes best I can. Hopefully everything works great. So we got this. I like putting all the components together here. I got the IVG, this go together. Oh, let me message my customer. Let's see if he's on. Okay. You. Facebook. With your gun. Not gun, your marker. Okay, this goes in the box. Box of parts. And then we're going to get this guy. That screw comes out. We need to save that. And I need this guy. Go in here and take this guy out. I need to save that. And we're going to go to the front and give a little poke. And we're going to give a little tap, and there everything comes out. And yeah, valve's not in good condition. So let's see. I'll put the valve in here for him. So he has it. Let's see. Trying to think. If there's anything else. Let's see. Top chat. Live chat. That's what I want. Live chat. There we go. Yeah. And that gives you, is that the actual time? Yeah, 14:13. That is. I have the time here on the screen, right? How do I do this? Right here. The time. That's how you do it. Anyway. It gives me an idea how long I've been on. If I would have paid attention, I would have looked at this initially. And I did. So, okay, that's done. I need to grab this. Let me grab something back here real quick. Hold your horses. here? Oh, because I have all the parts off of it, that's why. Okay, that's all parts. Sure, I don't have a spare one of those guys, but I don't. Okay, coming back. Oh, I need my knife. Where's my knife? Is it up here? Get a knife. And spill out high-tech components. Okay, stuff we can put in is the whole lower tube kit. So let's go with the valve. We need the valve. We need the springs. There we go. There, we need to get the valve out. Make sure the valve. I'm going to replace an O-ring on this with my magic O-rings. Where'd they go? Magic O-rings. Here, there. My shotgun box of magic sneaky O-rings I have. Go like these. I do something different than other folks. I try to eat performance as much as I can. We're gonna roll that back up. Shotgun O-rings can go back up there. We're gonna go and grab. Here's this guy. Take this. Don't wanna get under this O-ring. I always hate getting this guy off. Okay, I just need to get this guy spun off. It's almost all the way off. There we go. And he's off. That goes right there. We'll get this guy. I put him on. It's always fun to get this guy on without splitting it. Hopefully I don't split it. There we go. And he's on. Check fitment. Oh. See, I like it to have where it has a little bit of grab. I want to have that sealed up as much as possible. That's on there backwards. Let's see if the front one's on the right. Sometimes these get just assembled wrong. That was upside down. It goes like that. That looks good. This one should go in here just like this. And we're gonna get my looby-doob. I've got this one gun that's just giving me trouble. And it's, oh, that's just buttery smooth. Wipe a little of that lube off and put it on the O-ring. It's a, let me show you. Is it in the box or did I leave it out of the box? Yeah, it's right here. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna hide components of it. So it's this guy right here. It's got inception frame. It's a slide frame. It's a mid-block Hornet, and it has velocity issues. And it will work fine, and then it doesn't work fine. So I've been fighting it. Like, I'll get everything working great, and then it just gets all freaking silly. Let me see. I want to see if I put a chat here. Hi. Oh. Enter. Does it pop up here for me? That went there. Why doesn't it show here? I go like this, go like this, go pop up chats, show. I don't know why it didn't update. Oh no. Let's see. Whoops. Light clear. Oh, I think I like clear. No, no. I like that. Oh, I don't know if I like clear or not. Go like that, go like this. And they don't like clear. Light, show, on, make that. See, I can go and I can click on this guy and send, and then it should be at the bottom. Yeah, I don't know if how it works. That should automatically go away. But anyway, as I go around, and I just don't see it updating here like it should. I don't know how much I like if it's automatically going to pop in there or not. And this one I can't tell. This one I've got one. Refresh here. Yeah. One viewer, probably me. Yay, one viewer. Alright, so let's get this guy in. I need to put the spring on here. That would help. And on Shock Tech, it's not required to put a little Loctite on here. They don't at the factory, but I put a small dab just for security. It doesn't hurt anything. Okay, pick in there and just hold that as I start clamping this down. I'm going to put my lining tool up in here. Down tight, then off a little bit. Then we're going to put this down and we're going to squish that nylon. Let's have a look here. Make sure everything's lined up. Oh, it looks beautiful. I'm going to back that guy off. That's how she looks. Yeah, that's good. There we go. That should be just perfect. That's good. Goes there. That goes back. Put the hammer in, so we just need to build the hammer out. Garbage. And so I need that tool right here. Screwdriver. I don't know what lug's in this thing. Oh. So I don't know if we're going to use this lug. We'll try the cone lug. Uh-oh, there's the nylon piece. I'll try it, but we'll see how it goes with this frame. It may work fine with this frame. Uh-oh. Okay, I'll just put this guy right here. We're going to go backwards and then forwards. There we go. Put the nylon piece in here. I'm going to screw it down until I just see it protruding into the threads. I'll look down the hole. It's eventually going to just, come on, get on there. There it is. Come on. There it is. Just see it. Right about there. Then we're going to take the lug and we're going to put it through backwards to get my square. And I highly recommend, if you're putting these lugs in, any lug, is you don't use a rounded, you know, one of these guys where it's rounded. Because if you split this lug, if it cracks on you, you're screwed. It's got to, and it's hard. If it's hard in the lug, they're hard to get out. You got to grind them out. It takes a lot of work. The idea is that when you pull this through, and I'm using the square tip one, which I have all the torque and I'm fully engaged, as I'm pulling it through and I'm cutting that nylon tip, a little bit of that nylon off, and there should be a little piece that comes off. There it goes. And that's good. All right. I need this guy. That needs to be snugged down a little bit. Just put a little snug on that. It's got to be adjusted, but not right yet. We're going to screw. Wow. That was short threaded on there a long ways. Huh. Weird. Really threaded. Plus you want to put this in here and you want to make sure there's no binding anywhere. Make sure the valve works. Oh, got to put this little set screw in. We're going to get some people triggered by putting blue Loctite on this set screw. But the Loctite's there to seal it. And I don't want it to come loose. All I'm doing is just going where I just touch it. I don't need to dig into the thing. Just enough to hold it in there. There we go like that. We're going to put just a drop, and I like using a little drop of light oil on your hammer. And spin it around. Like that. And then I do a little mixture. This is really tri-full super lubricant. The liquid. Oops. Another drop. You don't really need it. I just need a drop. I kind of like want to give it every opportunity to be really moving there easy. Anyway, there we go. Okay. Should be able to reach down here and grab that right where she sits. We're going to bring this lug down right about to there. That's good enough. It's a good random spot. Put that away. I'm going to take off this. We're going to grab the rear spring, and I like to put a little bit of, just a little bit of oil on the ends. Have something that rubs against, and I don't need any oil on this O-ring. If it's a Shock Tech, but this is a full body with an LPC, so technically I could probably leave it at flush. Let's see, that's right about flush. That's one turn. I'll do two turns in, and if I need, I'll try backing it out. Customer wants to make sure that this gun goes from 280 to 300, so we're gonna make sure that happens. But what do I need to do? I do want to take this out and kind of polish the shaft a little bit. So let's take off the rubber doohickey here. That comes off. So I'm going to clean up this shaft because it's all tool boogered. We'll do that out in the garage. Like that. So this is going to go out in the garage with me, and there's something else that's going to go out in the garage. Oh, while we're waiting, we should have waited long enough. Set this aside. We're going to do the old. Shake up my. It's getting low. Let's put a little dab will do me right here. There we go. And then I'm going to get my needle nose pliers. What's the best way to do this? We're going to go like this. Grab the pin. Don't necessarily want to touch it. I'll grab some Loctite here. Put it in the center. Some green Loctite, 680. Sleeve retainer, bearing retainer. It's perfect for that. Let's slide this in. I just kind of want to hold it here. It should thicken up and hold. If I push backwards on it, there it goes. It just hold. Then I'll get this and just make sure it goes on there, and it does. I don't want any locked. Oh, I just moved it. That was my fault. Come on. Start locking in there. Oh, it's almost there. Let me check, make sure this is going to slide on there. It does. Okay, so what happens is then that locks that in there. It's just a little green Loctite. you'll be able to run a little torch on this if you in dire straits of getting it out there, which there's really no need unless you're going to re-anodize. It just locks it in there. You want to make sure you take I'm going to use my toothbrush. I'm going to wipe off any excess green Loctite, because you will, if you have any little excess around that edge, you will Loctite this closed. And trust me, I've done it. But make sure there's no Loctite on there. If not, we're gonna. Oh, we need to put this on the bottom frame. You know, I'm not gonna do that yet because I want to put it on and measure my hose when I put it on there. We're gonna go like this. This is gonna. Come on, there we go. So that's gonna go on right there. That's ready to go. This needs to go out with me. This can go right there in parts. These O-rings are trash. This pink O-ring I'll save, and the ShockTech O-ring bin of hyperbole. Right, that goes there. This has got to go outside. I think this has got to go outside. Let's get the pneumatics out, the schematics out. Alright, so, oh yeah, so hey, this is, it's Christopher Penn. This is the guy that I'm building the gun for. I'm appreciative of him picking me to do work for him. Very appreciative of that. Makes it nice. This has got to go here. These O-rings need to pop off. Like this. Uh-oh, parts are flying everywhere. Oh! I don't necessarily have to go out to the shop. This one fits. Usually the ShockTech, they don't fit. They're a little tight, so I have to machine them down, and maybe I machined this one down. But that one fits, or maybe they redid them. I don't know. Well, that makes that easy. Let's put this on like this. Or maybe the War Games is a little out of, I hate to say out of spec. Maybe they changed their spec. How about that? I hear my wife in there making noise. I'll put grease on here. It's always good to throw grease on your threads a little bit, especially these big ones. And so that's greased up. We'll get this out. This has a hinge on it, which will make it nice. We're gonna get this guy out. Paint some grease on that. It goes here. We're gonna go into the front way, then we're gonna go into the back way. And we're gonna let that sit in there, because that's the trick. Okay, let's get this back here. Goes there. Wrong Allen key. This one. Okay, we can pull this off here. Line this front block up. Let's get it snug down a little bit more. There we go. Just making sure that it's nice and lined up there. Look down this way, now that way. Looks nice and square. That's on there. So now we can get this guy, and we're going to put just a dot of blue Loctite. Yes, I know people are going to freak out. I don't put much. I put a little tiny dot. Look at that. That little dot I have on there. Just a little dot. And I'm going to test fit it. I might have to stretch an O-ring on. Oh man, no, I don't. It's like perfect. It stops perfectly right there. So that is good. That's right there. Take this here, right here, and go go in with the screw here. There we go. That should be tight. We'll test fit this initially. Good to go. We're going to put some blue Loctite on this. Spin it around. Yeah, I know that Chris there, he was really wanting photos, and I said I'd do some glamour shots for him, and then I'm like, yeah, I haven't done a live stream in a while. Let me just do a live stream. So let's go like this. We get the screw on this guy, just like that, and then we're going to do the final. Bring it to where it touches, and then back it back a little bit. And we can unscrew this. So these plastic bags in the garbage can. Made in the USA for Chris. Gets the card. Let's take the RAM out. Got a ShockTech RAM. You got to kit all the RAMs. The swivel is not connected. You have to either use a 103, excuse me, a 1x3 millimeter O-ring on here if you just want to test fit it and seal it up, or just use some blue Loctite and Loctite it. And generally they're loaded full of, oh no, this one isn't. Oh, that feels good. That's a nice smooth RAM. But generally that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that's Loctited or leak. I've had customers go, yeah, it just leaks out of the front bar, but is you Loctited or put an O-ring on it? No. Well, and it's not, I don't want to laugh at them. I'm not laughing at them at all. I mean, they just don't know, you know, and there isn't a lot of like, here's exactly how you do it, you know, out there. Because so many parts for these guns. It's hard to get everyone's, you know, perfect. You know, it's a little, you just got to understand the concept of how everything goes together. And it goes like that. This guy right here goes back on with this. Oh, wrong size. This goes back on with this guy. No, I had the right size. What am I doing? Just being goofy. There. Everything about ShockTech guns have a reason of why they're built a certain way, of the ShockTech components. That looks good. Okay, that's on, that's on. He is going to need some other things. So, Chris, I'm going to, there is some other stuff that you just didn't include, like a three-way timing shaft, which we don't have. All I have are ShockTech, so at least I don't think you provided one. Let me check. I don't think you did. No. And that doesn't come with the pneumatics kit. But have no fear, Docfire is here. I leave this off until I put the pump arm on. But what I can do is get... Chris, let me know. You want black hose? I've got every color in the sun. Blue, green, white, red. Man. Let me know which one. I'm going to go out to the garage. So that means I'm going to go over to this guy. And I'm going to go point, tilt, zoom. I'm going to go right over here to that buffing area. There we go. Oh, I can do AI human traffic on. Oop, can I turn that on? Why won't it go on? Track and feed standard, normal, upper body, upper body. Doesn't allow me to do AI tracking. I don't know why. So now we're going to go into settings here and see if my NDI. All right, let's see. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna go. Nope, I'm gonna turn that always on, and I'm gonna turn this one off. All right, everyone. I'm here. I think it's working here. I don't know. But I need to clean up this a little bit. Just want to polish it up. It's a disaster. I've been moving the garage around. So don't mind the disaster. Oh. I'm going to have to unplug that light. So I put a power strip there. Let me do some pre-sanding on this stuff. Let's just chuck this up on the lathe. Easier way of doing it. Try to sand up all the tool marks on this. And I really need to clean this up. It's a disaster. Oh, looks pretty good. So that turns off. Tool comes out. Yeah. Just cleaning up the nastiness on this. Make sure everything looks nice and straight. I want to letting the dog out. And do the same on this guy. You going somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where are you? You going to the gas station?
Yeah.
Did anything good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you pick me up something?
Depends.
I don't know, kind of a diet Dr. Pepper sounds good.
They have over there?
Well, yeah, it should.
Don't be on me. Hugging your son. He won't be on me.
No, he's not.
Yes, he do. Always he do.
Okay, so is he going to have him pee on me?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
go stay.
Dumbass. Come on, let's go.
Here.
Put your wiener back.
Always.
Put your wiener back. All right.
Why?
I don't know. Are you going in? Is he going with you?
Yeah. Give me
What's that?
my wallet.
Oh. Hold on.
So, diet, Mr. Pip,
Dr. Pepper.
anything else?
Something sweet.
Like what? We have chocolate there. It's
Oh,
chocolate.
sure. All right. My wife's leaving real quick. Be noisy in here. Yeah, it's good. Honored. There we go. Up there. This just had, it's new, but it had just some, they thread these and then they grind them for the ground to a certain dimension, I think. I don't know how they do it. Let's clean the threads off quick. And I'm going to go throw this on the buffer. I just want to buff the shaft on it. And that means I'm going to polish this guy too. I turn the lights on here because I don't have I don't have I need to put a plug strip here. I'm rolling all the plug strips. This is on one side. Clean this up. It looks brand new. There we go. And so this is nice and shiny. You can see that. Probably can't when we get in there. But it's just cleaned everything up on it. Makes it nice. That's off. Let's go back inside. We're going to wash my hands. washing the hands. All right, back inside. Nice one. Not always on. Off. I think I can do audio files video. We're going to turn it always off. Alright, so I can go back like this. So I'm back. Oh. So let's go into here. There we go. So this was really chewed up. Just kind of cleaned it up. It's not really focusing that well. Clean that up. Clean this up. It look a little shinier. Just to make it look better. So we want to do is real quick. Let's make sure that this will thread on here. We're gonna put this. I don't know how many people are still on. Need to refresh some things. Refresh. And then we look at this one over here. Refresh this guy. God, these glasses are horrible for this. Black is fine. Okay, I got your message there. So we want to, I need my pliers. These are smooth jaw pliers, so they don't do really any damage. I just want to make sure this will thread all the way on. Okay. Yes, it will. So we're just going to now unthread it. Kind of pre-fitment there. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. And we're going to go and put some blue Loctite on this back guy here. And we're going to blue Loctite him into here. And I'm going to squeeze some goober down in there. And that's got to be, can I get that tighter? Oh man. That's perfect. You know how things just line up? I was just able to just get that snugged up or just lined up nice. We're going to put that there. We're going to screw this guy in to kind of get him somewhat lined up. And so before we go and do all that stuff, I think I need to get that's someone else. Okay. Okay. That was fast. All right. Okay. Let me see. We need my timing rod. I need to run out of the stash. Timing rod right here. Here's one. Loosen this guy up and slide on there. No, it's not the best view for you guys. Guess I could go like this. It'd be nice to be able to have a stand where I can just put thing off on the side like that. Huh. I can't do it. So I'll just set this like this. This is all going to go right there. This guy right here is going to come out here. You know, I'm gonna go in the garage. I want to polish this. It could use a little polish. It's just dull looking. So I'm going to go back out to the garage. We're going to go to this. We're going to go to audio and NDI always on. I'm going to have both of them on. I'm going to go up in the garage. I'll be right back. Alright, back out in the garage. I hope you can hear me. I need to unplug this. Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Hoarder. I need light over here. Alright, just want to go polish it up. Polish my compound out of there. Wash my hand. Go back inside.
Your son
Yeah?
so fucking desperate.
Yeah?
You wanna
He wants out, doesn't he?
Johnson before the corner. Like, no,
I know.
no. Until finally here I'm pushing him. Huh?
Apparently my wife's upset with the dog. Oh, he's off. There we go. Alright. So this is going like this. We go back to here. So this is just cleaned up a little bit. Need to get Allen key. Take both of these guys out. Dip one in a little goober Jew there. Give me another 16th inch Allen key. We're going to push this guy on. There we go. Everything lined up. Of course it turns. Of course it turns on me right when I get there. Okay. Lines up. Oh, come on. Not being a retard. There we go. And this one, when you're doing the front one, that's connecting the coupler to the shaft, use a little bit of blue Loctite or low strength Loctite, which is fine for that coupling. Because you don't need to crank down on that little set screw. Did it work? Let's see. Yes, I have. The boss came home. Yes, oh no, oh, you're talking about the wife. Oh yeah, yeah, she did. She did come home, man. That is the truth. Let me check over here. It's not the best time to do live feed on a Saturday. I don't know why. But anyway, you don't want to crank down on that little set screw. You don't need to. It's too much force for no reason. So then we're going to put this one in. That's what I like about shock deck. I mean, just everything was thought out. Thought out on assembly. Okay, you're going to go there. I'm going to go probably there. And it's going to get this screw, and I'm just going to loosely put it in there because I need to make adjustments. And I'm not going to Loctite this one yet. It just needs to be in there so it works. So got that there, got that there. We need to put the thing that goes on the bottom. That really needs to go on here. But let me put O-rings. Let me put a bolt in it real quick. Oh, it's missing an O-ring there. Interesting. That's weird. Where's my other O-rings? Here there. No, here they are. Right here. It should be like a number 14, I think. Will work good. Yeah. Weird. There should be an O-ring there. Let's slide this guy in. Slide in nice and clean. O-ring makes a perfect fit. There we go. There we go. There we go. And don't worry about having these eye holes here. This one's factory drilled. Perfectly fine. Not going to affect any performance. If anything, it's going to reduce blowback a tad, if there is any. Reduce it just a tad. That goes there. It's going to put stuff away that I don't need out here. I need this. I need the hose. So this is, since this is getting a hinge on a 3 O-ring style gun, is we're going to take the back ram barb. This guy wiggled on there. Wiggle on there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's going to go from the back to the front. And that probably about an 1/8 inch too long. Let me see, it's probably still too long. No. Yeah, a little long. Where's this guy? Just a tad bit too long. You know, my Loctite didn't set here. Well, skippity dippity. I'm going to have to put a little liquid down there. Nope, not this one. Put a little liquid down here. Let's make sure it pours out. Oh yeah, that's coming out real quick. Made a big mess there. Big mess, big mess. Just a big mess. Wow. Come on. So we're going to unscrew this a little bit, and we're going to drop a little liquid down there. And put that over just like that. And it should set up here in a second. There we go. I think I want it just a tad bit, let me see, tad bit shorter, just a tad bit shorter. There we go. Tad bit shorter. Just a tad bit shorter. There we go. Let's see how that goes. Tad bit shorter. get on there. There we go. All right, so that goes there. Let's square cut this. Make sure it's nice and square cut. We're going to put this bar upon right here. That goes there. We're going to bend that down and round right here. I like going inside if I can. If I can go inside, let's see if I can. I may not be able to. Nope, I should be able to. Come on. There we go. A bit further down. Oh, that's nice and pretty. And then we're going to temporarily screw this in just to get my measurement right. This one's going to go from the back one. So on a 3 O-ring 3-way with a hinge, unless it's an Inception rip frame, the back ram barb goes to the front 3-way barb. Front ram barb goes to the back 3-way barb. You know, that should be, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut it just right here at that white. Put that on the inside. Let's see it. Let's see, this may be too long. Yeah, let's put that there. That's way too long. So, like that, and let's just take off 1/4 inch. We'll go right down on top of that. Just sneak on right on top. There we go. I may shorten that up a little bit more. So that holds everything in place. That should be good. That's nice and good. That can all go right there. Let's see. Let's go over here. I got some thumbs up. Who's Fidel. I talked to him today over on Facebook. They're probably, my guess is, what time is it now? My guess is that if you're at World Cup and if you're played your games for the day with the 2 games maybe you had for the Saturday, you're probably drinking beer right now, having a cold one. I hear the weather's actually really nice there too. That's good. So let's go and put this upside down. Okay, oops. There we go. That feels nice. See, after I just let these O-rings sit, people go, oh, they're tight. Yeah, if you're using really soft trigger springs, yeah, they could be a little snug for you. So what I want to do is a couple things. One is you grab a couple fittings. We have one here and one right here. So we have, oh no, he only needs 1 fitting. So that's good. We're going to test this. This should be, knock on wood, a brand new. I'm just going to inspect it real quick. This looks brand new. It's never been used. So that's good. Nice brand new, AKA put a little bit of lube down in there because I don't know how much oil this has had. AKA Sidewinder. A little Loctite on this guy. We like using the pro fittings because they look good on here. So where's my hunk? Right here. There we go. Let's go to the rag tester. That's flush. It's probably right around 225-ish, I imagine. I don't know. Hard to say. So this guy works out. It's leaking. Huh. Oh. Well, that's weird. I have to get a... Where's my little... stupid thing? There we go. All that work and it leaked a little bit. So let me go and spec this guy. Yeah, that's got a little burr in there. And in doing so, it screwed this nylon piece. But I have extras of these, so let me go grab some extras. Find out where they're at. Got them right around here somewhere. Those are those. Here they are, right here. Here they are, right here. They're different color, but they were just the same. Replacements. What's stuck on there? Weird. Okay, let me stretch this guy on there. Oh, come on, get on there. It's almost on there. There we go. A little bit of Loctite again. That was a bummer. Wow, it kind of wants to bulge out on that one end. We'll just not put it as tight in there. See if that seals. That's kind of a bummer. Why? It still leaks. Weird. This may be have a defective part on this guy. Why is it wanting to bulge out? Huh. That is really weird. Huh. So right here, it's hard to put a bevel on this, and it could be, oh, that could be the problem. I'll get a part to seal, but it may not be the fancy fitting, which is a bummer. Let me try this again. I may just put the Loctite on here and let it sit and seal. Certain. Oh, that looks like that may be. Okay, there we go. I think I'm in there good. And I don't think that's going to bulge out. It's bulged out a little bit there. And I don't really like it. Let me try it again. Yep. Just leaking. Okay, that's just not going to take the step of the fitting. Unfortunately, just won't. I have the other fittings. That's a bummer. It's just not going to take, it's not going to seal. And it's something because of that. Gonna have to use this type right here. The older Norwegian. Sorry, can't. Sidewinder is an early one. Has a slight ping when it shoots. Oh. Let's see. I'm trying to see what they're saying here. Okay. 6 there. Well, Kevin Fumer. The Sidewinder on my Oracle is... Oracle is an early one. It has a slight ping when it shoots. Eki used to show up at the league we played. Master told me not to mess with it. It was actually one of the really good ones. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. There's a bummer on this thing because I wanted to use a nice fitting on it. Something one that goes in there. I think it's this guy. Is it bigger? Yeah, it's a bigger one. I don't realize that on these straight ones, they're broached on the inside, and it keeps you from putting booger marks on your regulator. That leaks too. Where's that leaking? Interesting. This one leaks too. Oh, I found out where it's leaking. Okay, so good news is it's fixable. Bad news, it's going to be a bitch to fix. So unscrew this guy. That other fitting worked. It sealed up just fine. So the good news is you're going to be able to use this fitting. So we're going to put this one back on here. Bad news is it's leaking out of somewhere in this lower part. It's leaking right here. And, oh man, they make these. This is going to be a challenge. I hate doing these guys. You know what? This is an older rag. I think, Chris, I think this is an older rag you bought years ago, isn't it? Because it does not have the same components, so it will get rebuilt. I think it's a new rag that has inspect the O-ring. That O-ring looks great. Inspect this O-ring. These O-rings here are not good. And I'm assuming that this one is not good, so I'm glad I had the leak because I think the O-rings are bad in it, which is, you know, part of the service. So, but it's no reason to change, you know, brand new O-rings for, you know, a new item to put brand new O-rings in. It doesn't make any sense to do that. So we're going to replace them all. Let's start going through this. Okay, I need this guy right here. Here, I need this guy. This O-ring right here is going to be my little pokey thing, which means there's always some crazy thing that happens that you're working on these guys. It's that sometimes here 114, yeah, 14. Here, there we go. And then this can go like this. This can go like this. A little bit of oil on this. Hit all the washers. They like oil. These ones, that's what they recommend, is oil on these. So that's what we're going to do. Now we need to get a number 8 right here. And I use these green ones because they're really, really good. We're going to go like this and get that straw. So this is an I think it's like the frame. 2008. Yeah, okay. I thought it was a new reg. And it wasn't. So, not the end of the world. We'll get it working. Come on, get in there. There it goes. Uh-oh. Come on, O-ring. Don't fall. Don't fall. I had you on there a second ago. I'm going to go and take this little guy off right here, which should be number 18. My guess is that these guys have just got a little garage tired. Take out this guy right here. Should be number 1590. And right here. I can come out. Oop, I went on the wrong spot, on the wrong side on that. Oh, how funny is that? And it actually fits. And then I lost that O-ring. Come on, get in there. There we go. That goes right here. Okay, then this guy goes on this side. What am I doing? There we go. Sorry, I'm taking her out of the shot here. And I can go right there. Goes right there. That guy presses on right there. But we're kind of stuck because the part to get off is I need the O-ring that I need to change is the one in here. And I'm pretty sure it's shot. And to get that out is a big pain in the butt because they red Loctite these things on. So I'm not thrilled about that at all. But we do need to replace these O-rings. Right here, these are a couple number 10s. Yeah, these are shot. I got a couple number 10s. I use these pink ones work well. They're durable. Durable. So we do everything but this regulator in this video. I hear my dog out there. Brand new but needs storage. Yeah. You know, I made the assumption, and that's that it was a new item because it, you know, it looked brand new, and I looked at some of the O-rings and it looked brand new, and so you make that assumption. Oops, I need to change this O-ring too. What size is this? Here. Is that a 17 down there? 17 or oh, it's an 17 work. It's all the same. It all fits. I shouldn't do this one, so I could heat it up on that other side, so it should be fine. But I gotta put a little torch to this, and I just gotta break this free. And there's two O-rings in here, two like number 18s, and that's where it's leaking. There's a little seam right here where this collar spins around. There's a seam, and it's leaking out of the upper O-ring. And so I put this in my vise and in wood blocks, and it locks it in place. The rag seat is in great shape. These rag seats just really don't go bad. They're just quality. The material they used was really good. But that's a bummer on that, so I'm just going to kind of loosely assemble this. Just something like this. And I need to get that, and this, you're going to get the custom one again. This will work, but that needs to be done on this somewhere else. That goes there. Put some tools away here. 2008. All right, well, those are the little pitfalls you fall into. That means it takes a little bit more work out in the shop to get that on. It's hard to do that on camera and where the camera is, my vise is at, and probably knock the camera over if I'm not careful. So let's finish out what we can on this. These screws are the factory screws. We're going to go just directly upside down so no one sees what I have here, if you know what I mean. That's there. That one goes right here. Screwy. Wrong screwdriver. Oh, let me loosen this up a little bit. Come on, line up. There it is. Right there. Right there. Ooh, that feels good. Okay, so I know just by looking at this, I need to come out quite a bit. So let's come out to right about there. This should be pretty good. I'm going to snug this down a little bit. Perfect. That's good. So I am going to probably put my tight. Probably going to put a rag over a portion of this, to protect it, and I need to do a couple things. First off is I need to caulk this, figure out where that bolt is. Okay, so I could probably Allen key, just right here. No, right here. We're going to snug this guy down. Right there. I feel where that is. I need to loosen this guy up. If I come back a little bit. See if I can. I need to grab it with the pliers. Right here. I think I'm just spinning it. I'll grab it better with the pliers. It's a little snug on there. A little snug. Grab it down here. There we go. Smack this up. Snug that right there. Sorry for not talking. Let's see. Got some notification on my computer. Okay. Now let's see where it's at. That feels good. Okay. That gets me started. Oop, I gotta have this covered. Always gotta have that covered for the old YouTuber. That looks good. We're gonna get some, gonna unscrew this guy down here. Get all these parts out of here. Christopher, do you want a Shock Tech ball detent? There's nothing wrong with yours. I'm not trying to upsell you. Is there benefit? There's nothing wrong with this one. Worked just fine. Let me know. Okay, this guy right here. Start screwing. About there. Wipe that off. I'm going to pull this out of frame here. Yep, that's good. Perfect there. That's in, that's done. Wipe that off. Now we can get this guy. We're going to put a little bit of glue Loctite on this. Screw this guy on. Get on there. Start screwing. There we go. Just gonna flip that like that. And this guy is done. I have to hide that bottom part because of the YouTube algorithm, guys. It will pull the video and it will pull it midstream and we'll be done if it hasn't already. It shouldn't. Let me make sure it's still going on live here. No, yeah, it's still going good. So just, I have a tad bit of a gap here, and which is just about right. Got the squish. Let's see. So he says, sounds good. Sure. Brand new. Okay, so we'll put this in there, and while that's there, I'm going to grab primer. We're going to pull this bolt out real quick. Not trying to upsell them on anything, but sometimes they went so far you just ask them how much further you want to go. A little primer on that. Go grab that. So I'm taking Baldy Tint Black right here. Here this one is. Put that. There's the sticker. Put that off to the side. Let's pull everything apart. Spring and ball come out. That comes out. Comes out. We take this guy and I need a special tool, which is this guy right here to hold it. Just a big Allen key. We're going to paint this with the primer again. This is how you install the Shock Tech Baldy tints. The metal barrel is Loctited in the gun. There's no need to remove this. The only reason is if you're going to re-anodize the gun, because the idea is that this is it's a takeoff, right? It's this you unscrew this to take the spring and the ball off to clean it. So if you break paint and you get paint in your Baldy tint, and keep all this stuff clean, just unscrew it, make sure you don't lose the spring and the ball. It's a 1/4 inch ball, so you can get those on MasterCard. The springs are kind of hard to find. But anyway, it's got a little O-ring in there. It's a friction O-ring to keep it tight. I think it's like a number 9 or something like that. And you just unscrew it, but that barrel's on there, which it makes it the perfect height every time. It's right where it should be every time. And so it's consistent. And then you can clean it without changing that out of spec, if that makes any sense. We'll let that dry for a minute. That goes here, goes there. We're going to get some green Loctite and put a little dab will do me right here. Just a little tiny dab. That's going to go there. Trying to think. Kevin is correct on that. What is going on here? All right, let me go over here. Let me look at chats. Show less comments. Oh, there they are. All right. Yeah. So anyway, let's go and what do I need to do? Well, that should be pretty close to dry. So what you do is you take your bolt. We're going to put the bolt where you can just see half of it protrude. I'm going to put a side load, a down load on this. I'm just put a little side load on it because I want it to be pushing up against there. And I'm going to grab this. I'm going to dip the leading couple screws, threads in there. Just don't need much. And put a side load on this, and I'll try not to drop everything everywhere. I'm going to go down to where fillet hit. I'm going to back off just a little bit, and that will be there. And just give that a second. It should set here really quickly. Let's see, is it set? I think it is. Oh no, it's not yet. I go down and make sure it's in there right. Put a little side load on it. Back it out. Oh, see, it's starting to set. Down to where it's just touching and back off. I'm going to let that set up. Let's see if it's, should be. Nope. Let's put a little down pressure on it. Trying to get that Loctite to set. It's the absence of air which makes it set. But then, yeah, that's nice and smooth in there. I hear my dog behind me. I'm just going to let that set up, and with that, let's go and wipe any Loctite that's off in there, if there is any. Put this in here, bolt pin here, and we're going to let that set. Let me see if it's set. Sometimes, nope, it's still. Put downward pressure, come on. Yeah, Kevin, I agree with you. They're a good design. Always has been a good design. Yeah, so I didn't let that. So if you don't let the primer set up, which I kind of, it just going to take its time. But I can't really do anything because I have to fix this guy right here. And we'll get glamour shots of this guy for the customer wanted a photo of it. So I put it in my little photo tent for them and make that the thumbnail for the, not for this video, probably for another video. But anyway, I think that's all I have. Can't do anything more. This is pretty much, when I say done, it's assembled. I still got to go tune it. Gotta make sure this reg's working good. Make sure there's no issues with any of the other components. You know, stuff like that. I need to get, wipe off any Loctite that's residual. Like there's a little bit around here. A little bit around here that I can just wipe off. That's not going to dry because it's Loctite dries in the absence of air. That three-way is nice and snug. Feels really good. There is right where it should be. And so it'll be some tuning on it. The sticker will be applied. You always apply the sticker last because after you put everything together and then you oh, it's locked. Okay, it's tight, so we can do it right now. So let's clean this off. I want to wipe any Loctite off of these threads here. I still want to make sure this slides in and out just fine. Doesn't hit at all. That's a good thing. We're going to back that back. We're going to drop the ball in, and then I like to put a little bit of light oil on this spring. And the reason being is it's steel. Right, it's a steel spring. And I want to put a little bit of corrosion protection on there. So then we're going to put on the cap. Oh, did I? Hope I didn't. Oh, it loosened up. Okay, start over. Clean everything off. Stop screwing around. Do it right. That's my fault. So do everything again. So I'm going to clean it off. I'm going to primer it up again, and then I'll put it back on. But you guys kind of see what I was doing there. So now I got to clean all this little hole out here. A little cleaner here. Clean out any oil that I have in there, any residual Loctite, anything. There we go. Clean that off. I get my primer out again. What a bummer. I was so close, but then so far. There we go, just like that. So I'm going to primer this guy up. Good primer in there. Just really slather it up. There we go. Okay, that's all primered up. Let that sit. When I do it, it literally, if I let it sit for 15 minutes, when I put that in, I gotta be quick by spinning it down, feeling it touch, and back it off. And right when I back it off, it should set, and it's done. I mean, you can still disassemble. It's just a fast setting. Just makes the Loctite set fast. But that's a bummer. Let me write on your notes of what things we have to include on the bill. Okay, 1 Shock Tech ball detent. Ball detent. And then 1 Shock Tech timing rod. Okay, and then timing rod long. So I know what to invoice you for. And yeah, so we'll let that primer set up. And with that, thanks for all the people that showed up. I think too. That's Kevin and Charles Bird just pulled in. Charles, I'm going to give you a call here in a few if you're around. If you guys know, Charles Bird, Canadian Custom Cockers. He has a YouTube channel. Go like and subscribe his channel. And he's a good friend. He's a good dude. If you're in Canada and you need autococker work, if you want to send your gun to Canada, if he's taking work, he does great work. His attention to detail is stupid. Nice. Yeah, but anyway, Charles is in the Facebook group. But yeah, that's all I got right now. So I'm going to go head on out and do some things. And I think all I need to do to exit out of here, let me see how to do this. I think I just hit the disconnect. Thanks for showing up, everyone. You guys have a great day. Take care. There we go.